Hey, Flo, obviously we didn't see Fitz out there today. Are you able to provide an update on what his status is and why he didn't participate?
Yeah, Fitz. That we've talked about him having a personal situation. So his mom passed away this morning. Um, so yeah, there's no quarterback controversy. There's no, um, he's not opting out. He's not retiring. I know that there's a lot written. The last time he had some personal situations, but his mom passed away. Um, Fitz has tried to work through this. He always wanted to practice. He tried to go out there today, but and I've had multiple conversations with him, having dealt with this also. And it's a tough situation, and our hearts go out to him as a team, as an organization. And this is a competitive guy. He tried to go out there, but some things are more important in football. So he left to be with his family. So yeah, there's no quarterback controversy. He's not retiring. He's not opting out. I know this, and I just want to, just so you guys know.
Adam? We saw you have a personal moment with him as he was walking off the field. As a coach, how difficult a situation was that for you? And do you think what you said may have helped him a little bit?
As a coach, as a friend, as a man, they're all kind of intertwined in this game. So, obviously our conversations are going to stay this, private, but, I went through this a year ago. Our mom's about the same age. We're about the same age. So, we're both, I'm a former athlete. He's an athlete, but we're both competitive guys and leaders. And, you want to be strong, but there are moments where, you can't, you're not able to be. And so I understand that. And so I just try to support him, and his team, is supporting him. And that was, essentially that was my message to him.
Safin?
Hey, Coach. I guess it may be indefinite. Will it be indefinite? How long Ryan misses any time with the team? Coming up in the next week or so.
He's going to take as much time as he needs, Safin. And I think as me as an organization, we're going to give him this time to grieve. And my thought on this is he's going to try to get back as quickly as he can, because that's the competitive nature in him. And like a lot of us, football is our sanctuary, and it's our place to get away from the tough times, the pain, the anguish in our lives. So I know he'll probably try to get back as soon as he can, but we're going to give him as much time as he wants or needs.
Josh?
Hey, Flo, without Fitz out there, what did you think of kind of the competitive atmosphere? Obviously, it was the first time you guys competed in a full four-quarter scrimmage. What do you think of basically how everyone looked out there?
I think there's a lot, without preseason games, that's our first, real look, in a stadium, sideline operation, headsets, officials. So there's a lot to clean up, I would just say just from a coaching standpoint. So we got a little bit of that cleaned up, from first half to second half, making adjustments on the sideline with the tablets. That's something we haven't been able to do. So to incorporate that, going from series to series, that was good. On the field, I think, we had some penalties out there, and it's good to feel that. Defensively, offensively, how they extend drives or kill drives in some instances. So the importance of trying to play penalty free, but also being aggressive and playing with good fundamentals, technique, and discipline. So I think overall, anytime you get a live look, or as close to the game as possible, it's good.
Cam?
Hey, Flo, obviously you guys have Fitz has bigger things than football going on right now. But obviously, you as the coach, you have to prepare going forward. I know you haven't made a final decision as quarterback, but how does this change how you prepare for week one, given the uncertainty of what could be your starting quarterback?
Well, I mean, especially given this time, in a pandemic, we've got contingency plan after contingency plan after contingency plan. I think myself, Chris, our coaching staff, if I go down, if a player goes down, we've kind of gone through this multiple times, so we have an idea of what we would do. Obviously, there's a competition going on, and that plays a role in it. Which that's not. We still have a week left of training camp, or a few days left of training camp. I know we're 2 weeks away, but nothing's set in stone, offensively, defensively, or in the kicking game. But obviously, as a staff, we go through those, different scenarios, and whether a guy, has a situation like this or doesn't. It could be, obviously, this is a death in the family, but we would treat it no differently than an injury. So the next guy would have to step up. And I know the next question is, hey, is it this guy or this guy? I would say that's yet to be determined.
Dave Hyde.
Maybe I missed this, but I'm just trying to, as we write this, try to be as accurate as possible. Is there a chance Fitz would miss the opener?
I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, we're gonna give him as much time as he needs. If that extends into the season, then that's what it is. But I can't put a time frame on it. I mean, I'm gonna call it insensitive, but I'm not gonna put a time frame on it. On someone who just lost a parent. I mean, I'm just.
Adam.
I wanted to ask you about the decision to trade Raekwon McMillan. What went into that, and how do you see the depth of your linebacker position now?
Well, obviously, Raekwon is somebody I have a lot of respect for. He's a talented player. I think people are going to say that, people are going to say what they want to say. He's somebody I respect a lot. He's a good football player. I think he's going to have a long career. But there's a lot of depth in that room. There's like a lot of decisions we make as an organization. There's a lot of things that go into it that you guys you're not gonna know about. And we're not gonna tell you. So, but in every decision we make, it's in the best interest of the Miami Dolphins. So, I have a lot of respect for him. I wish him all the best, and he's a good kid.
We got time for two more. We'll go to Safid.
Coach, what went into your decision to pull Tua in that final drive and put Rosen back in the final 3 minutes there?
Well, we pulled the whole offense in the defense. So, yeah, I mean, we pulled both teams. So we only have two quarterbacks. So, he was in on that group. So we pulled him. We pulled the entire offense. So, and Rosen, yeah. So we put Rosen back in.
One more. We'll go to Cam.
Hey, Flo, obviously, we don't have the view that you guys have or the film to look at, but it seemed like it was a rougher day for the quarterbacks as a whole. I don't know if that's what you saw, or how could you, grade maybe how Tua did in this first, game action since the injury, and then Rosen as well.
Yeah, I think it's hard to really, every game's a little bit different, So I think if you don't see a bunch of touchdowns scored, you feel like the quarterback's not playing well, and that's not necessarily the case. Not in my view as well. Although not in my opinion, I should say. So I'd have to go back and look at the film. I saw some good throws. I saw some, good decisions to, could have thrown it in some tighter windows. Didn't, potential turnovers that guys didn't make the throw. But I got to go watch the film, to be honest with you. my, I think when you don't see a bunch of touchdowns scored or big passes, you start to think the quarterback's not playing well. That's just not the case. And honestly, I thought those guys, I thought there was good communication. I thought, we were in and out of the huddle. Turnovers were down. So, those are things that are important. Give us a chance to, to keep the game tight. So, but I got to watch the film.